Hello everybody, welcome to TechGrowthStocks channel. Today I have a new episode of my Momentum Master series. I will cover the best momentum tech semiconductor stocks. This has been a very hot sector year to date, had a performance over 20% this sector, and today I will give you the top 5 tech semiconductor momentum stocks. So have a look at these stocks with me, and and I think these stocks could be very profitable going forward. And please be advised, guys, this video is not financial advice. What I do here, this is only for entertainment purposes. Okay, guys, so that's it for the intro. So let's start right off with a semiconductor index ETF stocks. So we have a look at a little bit at the performance. So here in the longer term chart, you can see the semiconductor index has been in a long-term uptrend. I mean, since 2009, has been in a continuously strong uptrend. And here in the short-term chart, we see it has been in an uptrend, and recently it pulled back to its 50-day moving average, and now the semiconductor ETF is hanging around the 50-day moving average, and I think that could be it's now an exciting time for looking at more tech semiconductor momentum plays. Okay, that's it for the general situation about the tech semiconductors sector, and now let's have a look at the best tech semiconductor momentum plays. So let's have a look at the first tech semiconductor momentum stock, and it is NVDA. Here you can see the longer term chart of NVIDIA. You can see since 2016 it has been in a strong uptrend until it had been in a strong uptrend until, let's say, September 2018. Then it consolidated and it took some time, and since around September 2019 we moved into an uptrend again until today. Here we see the shorter term chart, the short term uptrend. Then we had an exhaustion up gap 2 of September, and from that we consolidated and declined a little bit, consolidated, and we could not make a new high, and now now we are at the lower end of this consolidation period, or of this base building period. So I think this could be an attractive time for NVIDIA. NVIDIA has excellent growth characteristics, a super strong EPS growth of 70%, a super strong sales growth of 44%, and a strong relative strength rating of 95. So NVIDIA is definitely a top momentum tech semiconductor stock. And by the way, NVIDIA is also in my NASDAQ Momentum Stock series or list. It's also a top holding there. So go check that out. I will make some links at the end of the video to that playlist, to the Momentum Masters playlist, where you have all the different sector momentum stocks, the NASDAQ momentum stocks, the internet momentum stocks, and the biotech momentum stocks, and so on. And I also check out my other videos. NVIDIA is also a holding in my other strategies, for instance, in the best long-term tech growth stock strategy. Okay, so that's it for the first tech semiconductor momentum stock. Let's have a look at the second, and it is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Here you can see the longer term chart of Advanced Micro Devices since 2016, and it has been in an uptrend. Then it had the sideways consolidation in 2017, and around March 2018 it went into an uptrend again, and now it has been in an uptrend, strong uptrend, since then. In the short-term chart, we see a sideways movement, then a strong breakout in July, strong up move. In a couple of days, we moved quite strongly, and since then, since August, we have been in a sideways movement like a base building phase. Yeah, now we are at the lower end of the base, and it could be, looks like that soon we could have a strong upward movement. Yeah, advanced micro devices has excellent growth characteristics, a super strong EPS growth of 817%, a super strong sales growth of 33%, and a strong relative strength rating of 94. So it's definitely a top tech semiconductor momentum stock. Okay, everybody, that's it for AMD. Let's have a look at the next top semiconductor stock for momentum. Okay, and it is MPWR, monolithic power systems. Here you can see the longer term chart, yeah, and you can see it has been in a long-term uptrend since 2016 to, let's say, August 2018. Then we had a sideways movement, same like in AMD, yeah, and from that we broke out September, let's say, or October 2019 and went into another uptrend, yeah. And since then we have been in an uptrend. In the short-term chart, you see that shorter-term uptrend. Here we had a little bit sideways phase, base building phase. We broke out of that base on October 7, and since then we moved higher, and here we're building a high handle. So it could be an attractive point if we break out of that high handle here for MPWR. Yeah, the growth characteristics are good for MPWR. It has a strong EPS growth of 33%, good sales growth of 10%, and a strong relative strength rating of 93. So MPWR is definitely a top tech semiconductor momentum play. Okay, so that was it for MPWR. Let's have a look at the next top tech semiconductor momentum stock, and it is IPHI, IPHI Corporation. Yeah, here we can see the longer term chart of IPHI, and you can see we have been in an uptrend, and then we had a long consolidation period from February 2017 until, let's say, around March 2019, and March 2019 we moved into an uptrend again, and now we're in a strong uptrend. In the short-term chart we see here a short-term uptrend, and since May 2020 we have been in a sideways consolidation phase, and just recently on the earnings date on the 28th of October, or after the 28th of October, on the earnings here, we broke out of that sideways movement, and now we are at, let's say, we are at the high of the sideways movement, which is quite strong, yeah. So so I think maybe soon we could see an attractive entry point for IPHI. Yeah, IPHI's growth characteristics, the EPS growth is not that good, it's -4, but it has a super strong sales growth of 86% and a strong relative strength rating of 92. So it's definitely also a top tech semiconductor momentum stock. Okay, everybody, so let's look at the last top tech semiconductor momentum stock, and it is LSCC, Lattice Semiconductor. Here you can see the longer term chart of Lattice, and you can see it has been in a sideways movement, let's say from 2016 to 2019 February, and on February 2019 we broke out of that sideways movement and went into an uptrend, and since then we have been in a strong uptrend for Lattice. And here you can see in the shorter term chart you see a short term uptrend, and let's say it's since July 2000 from July 2020 until around October 9th of October 2020 we had a sideways base building phase, and on October 9 we broke out of that sideways base building phase, And yeah, now we are building here a high handle for lattice. So a breakout from this high handle could be an attractive entry point. The EPS growth is plus 17%. The sales growth is a little bit sluggish with minus 1%, and the relative strength rating is good with 90. So Lattice is also a top tech semiconductor momentum stock. Okay, everybody, so these were the top tech semiconductor momentum stocks, the top 5 stocks in that sector. I mean, the first 2 are definitely the top picks. So for NVDA and AMD, I think these are the stocks to focus on, the tech semiconductor sector. And also the MPWR is also a good tech semiconductor stock and momentum stock. Yeah. So guys, yeah, please subscribe to my channel below, and have a look at my other videos, my other Momentum Master Series, where I cover all the different sector momentum stocks, the Internet momentum stocks, the Nasdaq momentum stocks, which have been very strong. The Nasdaq momentum stocks, they had an excellent performance year to date. And yeah, where I cover also biotech momentum stocks, which have high potential returns, but have also greater risks, the biotech sector. Yeah, and so on. Also, I will also make a tech software momentum stocks video. So cover these Momentum Master Series. So have a look at this Momentum Master Series, and also please guys have a look at my other strategies. For instance, one strategy is a best long-term TechGrowthStocks strategy, where the stocks have a long-term holding period where we can hold them for more than 1 year or 1 year or more, and these are also hot stocks and have very strong performances in the past. So have a look at this, and guys, yeah, subscribe to my channel that you do not miss any of these stock videos. And also please leave me comments so I can answer to all of your questions. And guys, yeah, so I had fun making this video, and thank you for watching, and see you next time.